Right, so Keely, read the question for me. Was it Keely that I promised to do the question with?
No, sir.
Who it was, buddy? That was Nia. I feel it was Nia, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, Nia, read the question for me.
When b equals 4, a equals 12. When b increases by 3, find the increase in a.
Okay. No, you didn't read this for me, right? I want you to tell me what this means. What does
Oh,
that mean?
when a is directly proportional to b.
Well, it doesn't mean when, but yeah, it means that A is directly proportional to B. So if A is directly proportional to B, and we want to form an equation, the next line would look like A is equal to what?
A is equal to kb.
Good. And what's my next step? What do you think I would need to find for? So my, you tell me, I don't want to give you a hint.
Well, what I wrote was 12 equals the k 1.
Wait, talk to Mania. Did you use AI to help you with the questions, or like did you actually try?
Also, since I don't trust ChatGPT with maths, so I didn't.
It's actually very reliable though. It's actually very reliable for like C segments. So let me explain something, right? With these questions, your first step is to write it as an equation. And if you forgot, K is the constant of proportionality. You need to figure out what K is. So when you look at the question right Nia, is there any information telling you how you could find for K?
When I say b increases by.
Nah, that's not gonna help me find for K. Nah, nah,
Yes, sir.
nah. How about the line above it? What does the line above it say?
A is directly proportional to b.
Wait, yeah. Um, so here what? You see this constant of proportionality here? What it does is that it links A to B, and you're probably confused by that. So to find for K, we actually need to look at an example they would have given us. So Nia, did it tell us what B would be? Did it tell us what A would be when B is a given number? Wait, you tell me, did it tell us what A was when B is a number?
Well, it said when b is 4, a is 12, but
Right. Right. All right. So my primary mission is to find for K. So if I'm trying to find for K and I know what B is and I know what A is, I could just do what?
wait, so can you repeat that, please?
No problem. So they're telling you what A would be when B is 4. And wait, just again, I called them a second. Yeah, so Nia, we are trying to find for K. Now, if for us to be able to find for K, we must come up with an equation with one unknown. Right now, we have three unknowns. However, Nia, don't we know what A would be when B is 4? If you look at the information, okay, Nia, when you look at our line, right? What would A be when B is 4? When B is 4, what is A?
Oh,
12, exactly. So we know this information for A and B. So I could plug it in here and find for what?
You find for A when B increases by 3.
Nah. Here, right? So Nia, if you plug in, okay, what we know A is. What do we know A is?
A is 12.
Right. So that is now unknown because we know what A is. Do I have the value for K?
No, so you'll find for K.
Yeah, exactly. Do I know what B is?
Yes, B is 4.
So the only unknown there is
K.
good. So you find it for K.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna replace A with what? If I want to find for K, I'm gonna
12
replace A is 12. I don't know what K is. I have to
equals,
leave that blank.
and in brackets 4.
Right. So you tell me, right, Nia, what would I multiply by 4 to get 12? Or what by
You
4?
multiply 3 by 4.
So K is equal to what? What do you think K is?
3?
Yeah, K is 3. And if you wanted to do the long working, you would just simply divide both sides by 4, like so. So you divide both sides by 4, and so K would be equal to what? What's 12 divided by 4?
3.
Yeah, that's the answer for K. So the next step is to write your complete equation. So you see, we know what K is. K is 3. So now I could come and say that A is equal to what?
A is equal to 3. B.
Yeah, 3B. Now, here's what happened right here. I want you to step back and look at it logically. What would you have to do with 4 to get 12?
Multiply by 3.
So in other words, A is just how much times B?
3 times B.
That's all. And so this is the relationship we came up with. That's the relationship linking A to B. So near whatever B is, A is just going to be 3 times bigger. So you understand how we come up with our equation here?
Yes.
Right. And it's the same steps for all of these questions, right? Um, in the next line, you put equal, you introduce a constant like proportionality. In the next line, chances are you're probably trying to find for K. So to find for K, I had to plug in some information they gave you. And then in the last part, right near, they want like a specific answer. So if you read this one more time, read that for me. Read that back one more time.
When B increases by 3, find the increase in A.
Okay. So how much is B increasing by?
By 3.
Exactly. So if B increases by 3, what is it now?
When B increases by 3, it'll be 4 by 3.
All right. If I tell you the amount of money, if I tell you I got increase okay, let me just check something, right? Give me one moment. So like something to keep in mind, right? This increase by, it does not mean to multiply. Like, okay, if I tell you the amount of money I'm working for increased by $1,000, what do you think that would mean?
Just added by 1,000.
Add 1,000, right? So if they say B is increased, like I increase B by 3, what do you think the new value for B would be?
Will be 4 plus 3.
Exactly. So B would be what?
7.
So B would be equal to 7. And they are asking us to find the increase in A. So, Nia, before we could even do that, and we need to know what A would be when B is 7.
Yeah.
All right. And so, how would I find what A is when B is 7? What was the relationship
You
we came up with?
that um A equals to 3B.
Good. So, if B is 7, how am I going to find for A?
Have to 3 by 7.
Yes, because A is just 3 times B. And in this instance, B is now 7. So, 3 by 7. And 3 by 7 is what?
21.
Good. Now they are asking us to find the increase in A. So how much did A increase by?
3 times.
Nah, A did not increase by 3 times. What was A
Oh,
originally?
7 times. A
7.
was 12.
Right. So how much did it increase by? I promise it's not a trick question. So like A was originally 12 and now it's 21. How much did it increase by?
9.
Yeah. 9 is the answer. 9 is the answer. It increased by 9. You understand?
Yeah.
That's literally it. Yeah. So increase in A would just be equal to 21 minus 12. And that would be equal to 9. Is there anybody that does not understand how we did this question?
So, I understand, but you could like go it over the second part one more time.
Yo, you're gonna help me with it. I'm gonna make sure you understand it. Right?
Okay,
So yeah,
sis.
explain this part from over here. Explain this part from. I think we should be okay with this part.
You want me to explain it?
Yeah, explain it. Explain it.
Uh, so I'm not good at that. Okay, I'll try. Um, A is directly proportional to B, so we have to find the equation that brings A and B together.
Right?
So A equals KB. K is the constant of proportionality,
Yes.
right? And then we have to substitute the figures for the letters.
Right. So we're gonna plug in the actual values for A and
Yeah,
B.
we're gonna plug in the values, and then 12 equals K. For everywhere we see 12, no, A we put 12, and wherever we see B we put 4, and then we cancel the 4, divide 4 by 12, so K is now equal to 3, and then we write the equation for it.
You sure you understand all of it? You're sure? You're sure?
Yeah. Yes, because I did get that part of the question, and I didn't do the second part of the question because I thought it was hard.
No, it wasn't hard. So let me let
Well,
me
not.
let me understand what's happening, right, Ria? So they want us to hear this. They're saying when B increases by 3. First of all, Ria, if I tell you the amount of money I working for increased by $5, what do I mean? What do I mean?
You got $5 more than what you was originally looking for.
Right. So what was the original value for B?
4,
If it increased by 3, how much it is now?
7.
Alright. So you have B is equal to 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're asking you to find the increase in A. So we want to know. Like, okay, tell me, what was A originally? What was A originally?
12.
What is it now? Well, you had to ask you had to ask yourself, right? If we want to find the increase, and you would need to find the original value for A and then the new value for A.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Sound like you didn't understand that, which is fine. I run it back one more time. Yeah, if I tell you, like, okay, let me just say I was working for $20 right now, right? $20 hour,
Yeah.
slavery boy, and I tell you the amount of money I get increased by 5. How much money am I working for now?
25.
If I wanted to find the increase, what would I do?
You just add it.
Add it. You're not wrong, but like, okay, if it was just seeing 20 and 25, what would you do with 20 and 25 to find the increase?
Minus it.
Right. So you could agree that 25 would be the total amount, like after, and 20 would be the original amount.
Yeah.
So, and to find difference, you're seeing the new amount minus the old amount.
Yeah.
So if they want me to find the increase in A, then you're comparing the original value of A
Uh, to the new value.
Exactly. And the new value is going to happen when b is equal to what?
7.
Yes. And remember, a is always just 3 times whatever b is. And since b is 7,
Oh,
then
okay.
a would just be 21. So that's a new value for a. So how much should a increase by?
9.
Yeah. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Easy, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was just making it look menacing, but it was actually easy. So if everybody is okay, I'm going to move on to some past paper questions now. Let me know if all are right.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Bet. So anytime you see increase by, you might be tempted to multiply, but you're not going to multiply. You're going to add. Right? Increase by means to add. You know, people that was there in the last Form 5 class, for they had stayed to the end, we had looked at a semi-circular prism, you know. Camille, is something like this that come?
Something similar.
Yeah, something similar. It
Yeah,
was upside. It was flipped upside down though.
yeah, upside down.
What's it was just looking like this?
Yeah, it was exactly like that.
And the radius was 0.7 and the length was 10
10.
meters.
It's the same concept.
But sir, that paper tray was easy. It was so easy.
I love to hear that, Alex. I big up it. I'm gonna put my camera on Dabby up. Big up yourself. I'm proud of you too, Camille. Wait a
But we don't talk about that period. That period was
Big up on
nonsense.
yourself. Big up on yourself. I don't know what are they seeing this hand over here? I don't know where this hand come from. What? I feel like Wednesday Adams. This is thing. No, I have no idea. I'll leave my camera on for the vibes. I'm gonna find a question real quick.
So you just have a random hand too.
Yep. You know why? Because I'm handsome.
Mm.
And I'm bad.
That's explanations, yes.
How's that going? How's that good one? I tell you, low-key have bars when it comes to it. Fellas, if all you want, I'll teach all you some riz. Don't worry. Teach all you some riz. Maybe math riz though. I can teach you ladies some math riz as well. Ladies, if all you're trying to raise up a guy, which you shouldn't be at this stage, but like, you know, when you get a little older, and you're trying to raise them up with maths, and they're not getting it, it's a sign, you know. Don't pursue anymore. It's a sign. Fellas, low-key the same thing. Yeah. The math riz is like a process of elimination. Let me find a good question. Give me a second.
Afternoon, sir.
Hey, Nikolai, look my son here. Look my son. Big up my son one time in a chat. Any questions, buddy? What's the question? I fed up. Like I say, I run enough 2 days and no sleep, yeah? Probably find like my patience are thinner than usual. You know why? Um, give me a second. I know it had a bunch of questions here. Oh, I have a question in the meantime. Everybody understands what directly proportional means. It means that if one goes up, the other one goes up. What do you think inversely proportional means? Could anybody tell me? Inversely proportional.
One goes up, the other one goes down.
Exactly, just inverse, just the opposites. That's all. Now, where are you? Questions. Look, variations over here. Nice. So let's do a bunch of these. So who wants to help me with the first question? Do I have any takers? All the Form 5 people, especially that listening in, I think all they should be rushing to answer these questions because all their exams just now. Or they shouldn't be sticking. So,
Sir, I I whole day I doing technical drawings, so I'm now starting to do maths here.
well, there we go, right? Nikolai, give the question a read. Actually, wait. I will let Nia do it. I want to make sure Nia okay with this thing. Nia, give the question a read. By the way, Nikolai, I'll look upon all the camera and thing, right? At the sort of the Wi-Fi issues, it should be fine. Nothing should stick anymore. Right? So Nia, talk to me.
What question?
This is 1995. Okay, Nia blanking, I gotta call upon somebody else
No,
then.
sir, yeah. I don't know, Mike, now working.
Oh, yeah, might give in trouble.
Yeah, but I hear.
Alright, get the question I read from her.
If m varies directly as b squared and m equals 2 when b equals 3, calculate the value of m when b equals 6.
Nia, this is the same thing you learned in the last question. Exact same thing. The first thing you're gonna put down, you tell me what to do. You tell me what to do.
Okay. Well, first you'll put m is directly proportional to v,
No v, b squared.
b squared.
Uh-huh.
So then you'll say m equals k v squared.
Right.
M is 2.
So the tell them that m is 2. And when m is 2, where's v?
V is 3.
So I say it bad, right? M is equal to 2 when v is equal to 3. So when v is 3, when you put in v as 3, m is 2. So m is 2 when v is equal to 3. So I'm going to plug that information into this and solve for what?
Okay.
Perfect. Where's 3 squared? What is 3 squared?
9.
So we have 2 is equal to k by 9. What is k by 9? That's just 9k. So we're trying to find for k right here. But what I need to do on both
Yeah.
sides if I want to find for k?
You have to divide by 9.
Pick up your whole self. Don't know. So k is equal to 2 over 9. And so where's the next step?
K. Oh. Wait, we have to keep it as a fraction.
Yeah, leave it as a fraction.
Okay.
So where's
So
my
they
next?
said calculate the value of m when v is 6.
Whoa. We have finished yet. Take your time. So what I'm gonna
Oh,
do that k is
hold
equal
on.
to 2 over 9.
Okay, you'll just have to say m is equal to 2 over 9 v squared.
Right. I like what you're saying. It's like what was that show again, boy? Animals World with your rabbits. You know the rabbit I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's pets. It's pets, and it's pets. You know the rabbit I'm talking about? On
Yes, yes.
yeah, when Nia saying that, I just imagine like a little rabbit. She's saying it real adorable. I don't know. It's something real adorable. Yeah. Nia, you're saying it's so unsure. What? You gotta be sure, right?
Okay,
Y-
I'll try.
Isn't is you see that's so unsure. Is it v over here or is it v squared?
V squared.
Right. It's v squared there as well. So we have the relationship over here. So if I want to find for m, it's just going to be 2 over 9 times the squared or whatever v is. So if I tell you v is 6, right, Nia, if I tell you v is 6, you're gonna plug it in, gonna work it out, and you'll get m. So m is just 2 over 9 times v squared. Good. And then they're saying calculate the value of m. So we're gonna put a question mark by m. They want us to find the value of m when v is equal to 6. Do we have an equation or a relationship we could use to find for m?
Two?
Say that again?
2?
You said no?
No. That's 2?
2 as your final answer.
No. Well,
Wait,
for M.
no, we don't know what M is. If you read the question, right, it's saying,
Oh,
what do you want me to calculate?
they want you to calculate the value of M for when V equals 6.
So we know what V is, but we don't know what M is. So is there a relationship we could use to find for M?
Yes.
Tell me, what is M? What we know M to be? M is just what?
M is 2.
Wait, that was for a previous example. That's for a
Oh,
previous example. So like
M is 2 over 9.
5V squared.
Yes, 5V squared.
Let me explain something to you right now. What we are trying to come up with is a general relationship. So, like, look at this question, for example. B is 4, A is 12. That behavior there is just telling you that whatever A is always going to be 3 times B. And you saw that because to get 12, you multiply 4 by 3. So A is equal to 3B. Doesn't this describe like a general relationship, not just 4 and 12? If you're confused, a general relationship means I could put any number I want. A specific example would be like with two specific numbers. So we are trying to come up with a general relationship. So in a general relationship, you could plug anything into that. Right, Nia? And so, Nia, we want to find the value of M. So all that's going to be is just M is equal to 2 over 9 multiplied by what?
By 6.
Correct yourself. Wouldn't
Oh,
just
by
be
6 squared.
right. Like you're scared to say squared. I'll laugh now. I'll laugh at the stupid joke. Anyway, yeah. So 6 squared is what? Where's 6 squared?
36.
So 2 over 9 multiplied by 36. 9 could go into 9 one time, 9 could go into 36 4 times, and you end up with 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is?
8.
That's the answer. So when M is, wait. So when V is 6, what is M?
8.
Good. You understand?
Yep.
Everybody else okay with this question?
Yes, sir.
So like, these steps is more or less the same for all of these questions, right? You come up with your equation, and you need to find for K. To find for K, you need like a specific condition, like an example now. So like, this is our example. When M is, don't know why they, so this is our example over here. M is equal to 2 when V is equal to 3. So you could plug that in to find for K. Again, all of these questions follow the same pattern. After you find for K, you write your full generalized relationship. And you could use this to find for any value for M or V, given you have one or the other. So let me do our next question. Any volunteers? Yeah or no? Why are you treating me like this for? I do something to you. I find them
I'm just waiting for anybody else if they want to do anything.
I find them moving real dry. Real dry. Had like 20 people in the class here and no one person could say hello or something. Alia, what is this about?
So if no one's willing, I'll just close up.
Nah, son. I feel like you good with this already. Let me call upon somebody. Alexia will help me with this. Big up Alexia one time. Big up Alexia.
So why? I'm tired.
You know,
I stay up all night studying for POE and nothing ain't come.
Alexia, I stay up 2 whole nights for exams that was a similar situation. So both of us, I understand both of us are tired, but we had to do what we had to do. This is the present. This is the present. You know what I mean? I literally understand what you're going through right now. The exam I do today didn't come like how I wanted it to come. But you know what? Life continues. You had to keep going.
True.
So get the question I read. And it's genuinely easy, Alexia. This is real easy.
I was not paying attention. I was kind of falling asleep, so I didn't know what was going on.
You see, I know that, I was looking at you. I was looking at you and I saw that and I said I had to call you. Get the question I read.
You can't see me with my camera off.
I could see you. You see how big my forehead is? This is the third eye over here. I see in you. Get the question I read.
Okay. Given that Q varies directly as P, using the values of P and Q in the table, calculate the values of A and B.
Right. I know it looks complicated, Alexia, but it's really simple. Let's look at the general steps. So this is our example here. They're saying M varies directly as V squared. So our first line was M, that proportional sign V squared. Seeing that? Yeah or no?
Yeah.
So M varies directly as V squared. So I put M directly V squared. So over here, Alexia, what two things are varying directly to each other?
Q varies directly as P.
So how am I gonna write that line?
See what you say it's
Yeah. Was that hard?
no.
Alright, what the next time gonna look like? Q is equal to what?
P.
Now, in the next line, you always introduce the constant of proportionality. Just key.
No.
Look, watch. Look at this, right? Why I replace the proportional sign? Because Alexia, if I say this proportional to that, is that like general or is that like specific? Okay, it sounds
Specific.
no. Okay, if I tell you that the ocean real big,
That generalize.
so if I tell you M is proportional to V squared,
Generalize.
do you know how much they what exactly the relationship is, or I just telling you they're proportional?
Just tell them, huh?
So it's general, right? This is a general statement. So to quantify it and make a mathematical statement, you need to replace the proportional sign with an equal sign and key. Key telling you like a specific value, linking the two of them together. And so that's what it is do. So in the next line, you're gonna write Q is equal to what?
K.
You're forgetting
P.
something. KP, right. Now here
Just
what?
now, hold up.
Okay, no problem. I hope all you're paying attention to, Ria, Sachin, Sheena, Vani, Kestrel, we go talk, I never hear a voice since we start. So Kestrel, don't worry, we go talk. I'll give you a question. We'll handle it skillfully. I know you probably
Okay.
feel a little left out and thing. Don't worry, I'll call it.
I'm back.
Alright, so Alexia, Q is equal to KP. So the next step is to typically find for key. So you need to find for key. So Alexia, if you want to find for key, then what other two things you need to know for? If you want to
Q
find
and P.
right, you'll need to know what Q and P is. You'll need like an example. When you look at this table over here, are there any examples? Are there any ordered pairs? So okay, let me show you what I mean, right? Over here, what is the value for P?
12. Wait, no, A.
A. Do we know what A is?
12. 1.2, I mean.
Nah,
What's
nah.
it saying?
We don't know what A is. I don't know what A is.
Oh.
Right? Where's Q over here? So we know that P is A, but we really know what A is. What's Q?
Oh, 1.2.
All right. So if you're using this ordered pair, you can't use it. Why, Alexia? Because you don't know what A is. You know what A is?
No. You only use 2 and 6.1.
Yes. You can't use 8B either because you know that P is 8, but you don't know what Q is. Q is B. Where's B? Where's B? However, this is like a good piece of information. So over here we can see that P is equal to 2 and Q is equal to what?
6.1.
Right. And I'll plug that information into this to find for what?
K.
Yeah. So Q is 6.1. P is what?
P2?
Are you lost?
No, actually good.
All right, what to do next line? Well, finding
K.
for K. Okay. So what I need to do on both sides?
Um, transformation carries across, divide.
Right? So I'm gonna divide both sides by what?
2.
Good, because I want to find for 1K. So the twos are to cancel off. And 6.1 divided by 2, I think that is 3.05. Check that for me.
That's no.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, 3.05.
nice. And so your next step is typically to write a complete relationship. Because remember, Alexia, this was a general statement. I can tell you Q is proportional to P, but what I mean? You know by how much?
No, can
No.
never give you how much.
No. So that's why we read the next line. The next line is actually going to tell us by how much. So Q is equal to KP. We don't know what K is, but we found for K. So now we could write the full statement linking Q to P. So Q would just be how much times P?
3.05
3.05 by?
P.
Right. So in other words, Alexia, whatever Q, okay, Q would always be 3.05 times P. So whatever P is, you have to multiply by 3.05 and you get Q. That makes sense on.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I tell you P was 7, how you gonna find the Q?
P by 7.
Nah, not P by 7. I'm telling you P is 7 and I'm telling you that P is 7.
Oh, you change it around?
No, it's real simple, you know. It's real simple.
Yeah.
So Alexia, over here I'm telling you that Q would just be how much times P.
3.05.
And if I tell you that P is 7, what Q will be?
3.05?
Nah. Again,
7?
okay. Q is 3.05 multiplied by,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you that P is 7. So instead of writing P here, we're gonna write.
2?
No, we'll write 7.
Oh.
I promise
Oh,
but on you,
I know understand. Yeah, I know understand what I say.
it's so much simpler than you think. What I'm telling you that P is 7. I'm telling you that P is 7. And so
It
here what, right?
was not clicking in my head what you see.
But I hope it click now. The point is,
Yeah.
Alexia, Q is just how much times P.
3.05.
And they can give it any value for P. They can give it anything for P. So you
And
just
I multiply by 3.05 to get whatever Q is.
that is it. That is it. Nice. And so let's answer this question now. So over here, they're telling us that P is what?
8.
And Q is?
B.
Now, do we have an equation linking Q to P?
Yeah.
Yeah.
QKP.
That was a vague statement because we didn't know what K is, right? Was the complete statement? Was the complete statement? Because if I tell you Q is if I tell you Q is equal to KP, right? That what I mean. What I mean. I'm telling you that Q is equal to something by P. I don't know what that something is, but we found the something. What was the something we found?
D 3.05. So
Exactly.
it's Q equal 3.05 by 8.
Yeah. And here what, right? In this example, Q is actually what? Was Q?
B.
Right. So instead of writing Q, we will write.
B.
I should probably write the full working above so when they're looking back at this, you don't get confused. So remember the equation we came up with was just Q will just be 3.05 times P. That's literally it. That's literally it. And so we know that Q is B, and we know that P is 8. So you're 100% with me on that.
Yeah, and after we just multiply it and we get B is equal to 24.4.
That is all. This easy, you know. This easy, Alexia. I promise you. If we ever encounter something that's genuinely hard, I will tell you. I will tell you guys. I'll tell you. But it's not hard. The last one. Over here. Where's P and where's Q?
A and Q is 1.2.
Again, what's the relationship we're gonna use linking P to Q?
Q is equal to 3.05 by A.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do this substitution in the next line.
Okay.
What we know Q is.
Q is 1.2
Mm-hmm.
and 3.05 by A.
Right.
And
So
you divide by 3.05.
Alexia, you ready for them, girl? You ready for them? You think you can tell people in class why you divide them by 3.05?
Because they cancel them out and you want to figure out they move when the transformation they get transferred into the next side to do the opposite.
When you transpose.
Oh yeah.
And this it keeps saying transformed. But the proper thing is really transpose.
Transposition.
You're transposing. Yeah. So I hope all you can see there. We're trying to find for A. Right now we have 3.05 A. You gotta cancel all of that. When you cancel it off, that leaves it with just what?
0. But nothing.
A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Watch. I promise a lot of these things simpler than it seems, you know. And so my answer for A is just 1.2 over 3.05. What would that be?
0.39.
I take any word for it, right, Alexia? Okay, anybody real cooked? Have anything I do here or they didn't understand? Asif,
Yes, sir.
you tell me, you're confused?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Alright, so Asif, what equation did we come up with that linked Q and P together?
Q equals
Tell me, Q
Q
is equal.
equals 3.05 E.
Good. And that allows me to find for Q, given that I know what, given that I have a value for what? For me to use this, for me to find for a value of Q, for me to find what Q is, I need a what value here? A value for what?
E.
Exactly. Okay. Asif, I see ya. Big up yourself. I see ya. Right. Cool. Kestrel. Let we mash up the scene.
Okay.
Right. Kestrel, I promise you these things easy, you know. Let me just ask this, right? What's your stance on maths? You can I hate it or like you in the middle, like you like it? Where's the scene?
And normal, I just hate it when I don't understand.
Well, I think that applies to all of us, eh? I just low-key hate maths too when I can't understand it. Yeah. Yeah. When you don't understand anything in general, you don't like it. That's valid. So get the question I read for me.
Okay. The table below shows corresponding values for P and R. Given that P varies directly as R cubed, calculate the value of M and N.
All right. So first of all, we learn what kind of relationship here? Directly proportional or inversely proportional?
Directly.
And what two things change indirectly?
P and R.
P and R. Take your time. Is it R or is it R cubed?
R cubed.
Yeah. So my first line is to say that P proportional R cubed. So I say P is proportional to R cubed there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kestrel, is that like a specific statement or like kind of generalized statement?
Generalize.
Yeah, because do we know how much? Like, okay, do we know these specifics?
Not really.
Not really. I just telling you they're related, but like I don't know by how much. So the next line I'm gonna say P is equal to what?
It's P is equal to KR cubed. Yeah.
Yeah. And so K is actually gonna tell us what's linking P and R cube. So we need to find for K. How am I gonna find for K?
You're going to find for K by using the numbers that it has related between P and R,
You're going good.
which is 4 and 2.
All right. I want somebody in class to tell me why we can't use the other ones. Somebody in class, tell me why you can't use the other cases, the other ordered pairs. Why we can't use the others?
Because you're looking for one, not two. Because you're looking, well, you have two missing things that you gotta find when you're supposed to only find for one.
Yeah, yeah. For any given equation, you must have one unknown, right? So, Kestrel, let me continue. So, using this example over here, we know that when P is 4, R is what?
2.
Aha. So I could plug that where? We're gonna plug that in.
You will plug that in as um K. Wait, you plug that in as P is equal to K by 2 or K2.
Wait,
Mm,
you're sounding scared. It's fine, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right.
okay.
So, Kestrel, this is what we end up with here. But do we know the specific value for K? Do we know what value for K linking P and R cube together? Do we know the specific value?
No.
No. So we got find for K. To find for K, you need to know what P and R is. Using the table, we'll be able to find a value for P and R.
Yes.
Good. So we think I'm gonna do this information now. With
I
regards
think
to
that you're going to like substitute into the formula what we have there, which is basically putting P as 4, K as unknown, and R as 2.
that's it. Would I just write K by 2?
No, because that would be something else. So just put our brackets, maybe.
With it, the brackets is not really the issue here. The issue is that is R is R cube.
Also,
And
there'll be 2 cubed or
yes.
okay.
Yep. 2 cube. If you want, you can put a little brackets and thing, but I mean it's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
What is 2 cube?
2 cubed is 2 cubed is
So like what does 2 cube mean? It means 2 by what do it means?
2 by 2 by 2.
Right? 2 by 2 is 2 by
2
2 is
by 2 is 4, and 4 by 2 is 8. Okay,
right. So that's gonna be 8K. That confuse you?
no.
No, so you understand that. Okay, so we have K multiplied by 8 because 2 cube is really 8, right? So we have K by 8. Do you understand that K by 8 means the same thing as 8 by K or not?
You understand?
Because multiplication is what? What we just say?
That's it. Anyway, that's it, but it would be the same. I don't know the word for it, but if your switches are wrong, it would be the same.
What is the word? I'm looking for the word. So let's see.
Transversal. No,
Nah,
they're like
transversal is like you see this line over here? This is a transversal.
oop.
Yeah.
What's that with?
C.
Okay. What's the next? No, what's the next letter?
Wait. I never say I could spell. CO.
Where do I with?
I never say I was a rapper.
Not responding.
Wait, nah.
Nah.
Not responding. I'd rather don't always rhyme with, you know. I'm a child, I'm not in a Eminem. Massacre.
Yeah. You do a hangman just now.
Let me do a little hangman. You run a little hangman.
Big ass bullets. Make it to the hangman. Okay, C.
Let's see. Wait,
I.
So if it's that you're spelling, you have more blanks.
wait, I know. I'm just trying to like.
Maths is your subject. Maths is your
See.
subject.
E, T, E, T, I, E. Yeah, that
Yeah.
should be. Maths is my subject, you know. I don't like this English thing. I mean, yeah.
I.
Nah. The grandpa big head for you there.
E. I must have a E.
Yeah.
See what you're doing.
So I say E and you put E. Okay,
It's a
so
long word.
nobody else don't know this word?
Eh?
So nobody else don't know this word.
Nikolai, I show Nikolai know the word.
Yeah.
So it have
a O and a M.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I can figure it out from here now.
It have a IVE.
Yes.
It have a T.
Nikolai, just say the word.
Nobody do that too, nobody.
Just say the word.
Commutative.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Very good.
Yeah, boy, commutative. So I hope I understand that K by 2 cube and 8 by K mean the same thing. Alright, what's the next step? I'm trying to find for K. What do I do?
Divide 4. Wait. 4
So I
divided by 8.
right. I had to divide both sides by 8. I want to find for K, right?
Oh,
I want to slash
okay.
no 8. I want to find for K. 8 and 8 has a cancel off. So 4 over 8 simplifies to what?
2.
Nah, I catch
Wait.
it.
No, I have a half.
A half. So what is my specific relationship now? What
P is equal to half R cube.
and that's it? Was it that hard? Like, let me be real.
No, the commutative thing.
Oh, that was just by the way. I just thought I should have experienced.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we can answer the question. So in the first column, by the way, I should remind you, I operating on 2 days and no sleep, yeah? So like if my brain a bit slow today, I had to leave like long more. I had a long more. Extra bad. So if we look at the first column, you see that our first entry is M, which would tell us that P is M over here. So P is M, and what is our Kestrel?
0.2.
And what equation did we come up with linking P to R?
That P is half of R squared. R cube.
Oh, I want to know where you get that squared from. Like you and Nia plan something there. And okay, what we know P is, what we call P in this round.
P is M.
And R is?
R is 0.2.
So work out for me.
Okay. On the calculator in my head.
In a calculator.
Okay.
I think that would be 0.004.
Yes, you're correct.
Nah, boy. Abba. 2 days of no sleep. Low key bad. Yeah. Right? 0.004, right?
Probably.
Yes, sir.
You know how I do that in my head, Kestrel?
I had it in it.
Let me explain, right? So 0.2 cubed, that really means 0.2 by 0.2 by 0.2. When we multiply 0.2 by 0.2, That's going to be 0.04.
The answer will be 8.
No, stay with me. You see where we're going with this, right? And then when you multiply 0.04 by 0.2, what would that be? So anytime you multiply by decimals, the decimal place grows further. So like, okay, look at what happened, right? 0.2 by 0.2. Look what happened. It's a 0.04. So when I multiply 0.04 by 0.2, what do you think that's going to turn to? 0. What?
0.006 or
Nah, we're multiplying here. 4 by 2 is.
4 to the 8.
And then we were multiplying that by a half. So 2 into 8 is?
2 into 8 is 16. 2 into 8 or 4.
That's all. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Cool. So we find your value for m. Let me do the other one quickly. So p is equal to 62.5 here in the other column, and then r is equal to n. And so again, we're gonna use the equation we came up with. P is equal to half r cubed. What next, Castro?
Okay. I think that we would have to divide.
Well, let me plug in and think before we do anything.
Okay.
So over here, I'm telling you that P is 62.5, and I'm telling you that R is equal to N. So what should my next line look like?
Okay. P is equal to 62.5. Wait. Okay. P is equal to 62.5 half.
Wait, I wouldn't say P is equal to 62.5. I would just substitute. So I just plug in. So I would literally say P is 62.5. Yeah?
Okay.
Which is what I think you meant.
Mm-hmm.
And do we know what R is?
No.
No. But it's telling us to call it N, another letter. Hooray.
Would that be n cubed? Okay, yeah.
Let me ask you a question, right? Are you like working with fractions?
No.
No. Sienna, Asif, Samir, Nikolai, Kaylee, Hannah, Vani, Amira, Camille, are they dead? One
Also realize.
Kevin, you get a whole new calculator. You should be answering questions, Kevin. Kevin, come on.
I have the answer, Baba.
Kevin, I ought to be hearing you. I ought to hear you talking, you know what I mean?
Yes, no problem.
All right. So if I have a half, what could I multiply by a half? Okay, easier question. You have 1 being divided by 2. Where's the opposite of divided by 2?
Multiply.
Right, so Kestrel, if I multiply both sides by 2, you see, the 2 and 2 will cancel off. Yeah or no?
Yeah.
Right. So when I multiply both sides by 2, I'm going to end up with 62.5 by 2. That should be 125. To confirm
Wait,
that.
why divided by 2? Wait, how we get it 2? Where did 2 come from?
With the multiplying by 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm multiplying both sides by 2 because I want to get rid of the fraction.
Okay.
So, let me ask that question, right? What's a half by 2?
A half by 2 is a quarter.
Nah. You're talking about half by a half.
Okay.
What? A half?
1 is 1.
Right. How much halves it gonna take to make 1?
2.
Exactly, right? So a half by 2 is 1. So the reason why I multiply by 2 on both sides is really to get rid of the fraction. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If I had something like 1 over 4 instead, what do you think I'd multiply both sides by?
4.
If I had 7 over 4, what do you think I would multiply both sides by? Just to get rid of the fraction. Just to get rid of the fraction. Don't worry about the 7. Just to get rid of the fraction. I promise you, it's nothing can change, right? But you're gonna multiply a quarter by to get rid of the fraction.
Oh.
So you're gonna multiply 7 over 4 to get rid of the fraction.
What?
So to get rid of a quarter, to make it look like a whole number, you multiply it by 4. Because a quarter by 4, the 4s would cancel off.
Oh, okay.
And so if I multiply 7 over 4 by 4, what's gonna happen?
It will just cancel out the 4 alone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're following?
Yeah.
Nice, man. So we multiply by 2 purely to just get rid of the fraction. Vanny, where's the plan? Vanny, I don't like this silent treatment. How you moving so, Vanny? Vanny, you good?
Yes, I good.
I'd love to hear that. Hannah, where's the plan? Hannah Montana.
Nothing to it.
Nothing. All right. Amira, you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'm happy to hear you're not bad. Okay,
Yeah, surviving.
nice. Kestrel, do you understand why you need to multiply by 2 on both sides as opposed to just one side, or no?
Because no.
No? Let me give you an example or something, right? 7. Isn't 7 equal to 7? That makes sense, or I'm confusing you?
I guess. That
No,
way it was say, but
no, like,
that makes
no, it
sense.
makes sense. Isn't 7 equal to 7?
Mm-hmm.
You sure you understand?
Yes.
Because both of them are what to each other?
The same.
So they are what to each other? Less than, more than, equal to each other.
Equal to.
Right, that's why I put the equal sign. Now, if I multiplied, if I'm multiplying by 2, right, and I only do it on one side, I'm gonna end up with 7 is equal to 14. That legal?
No.
Is 7 equal to 14?
No.
But if I had multiplied the other side by 2 as well, that 7 would have turned to what?
14.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So whatever you do on one side, you need to do on the.
Next. Commutative.
That is not commutative.
I done.
It's not commutative. That is
What
just.
commutative mean?
You actually tell me what commutative meant, eh? You told me that the order doesn't matter. That's what commutative means.
So I don't mean like when it multiply on one side and multiply on the next side will be the same.
Nah, that's not commutativity. Commutativity just says that multiplication, the order doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter in which you multiply.
Okay.
And you literally told me that. You told me that yourself.
It's alright.
So I know you understand the thing. I know you understand it. But it's good that I clarify. Multiplying on both sides by the same thing is not commutativity. So I'm gonna end up with 62.5 by 2. What would that be? What's 62.5 by 2?
It says 125.
Right? And if I multiply a half by 2, what happen there?
It would be equal to
Yeah, it would just cancel off. So we could just write n cubed.
okay, yeah.
Right. Because what is 1 by n cubed? What is 1 by anything? What is 1 by 5?
The same thing.
Exactly. So 1 by n cubed is just n cubed. So, earlier, we want to find for n. Right now, n is being raised to the power of 3. What is the opposite function? What's the opposite operation? Somebody says square root. No.
No, cube.
Cube roots. AddMaths people, by the way, AddMaths people, could somebody who doing AddMaths tell me what the cube root is as a power?
1/3.
Good, 1/3. So if I apply, I hear this again, right, Kestrel? If I find the cube root on one side, what I need to do? What I need to do again?
I guess on the other side.
Exactly. This is an equation. This is equality. So where's the cube root of 125?
33.5.
Nah.
What the hell?
Whoa. Language, bro. Language.
Oh, sorry.
Now, but I just crash out too sometimes and be like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Yeah, cube roots are 125 supposed to be 5. Because 5 by 5 by 5 is 125.
Oh,
Okay, what calculator I have? Sharp or Casio?
sharp.
Oh,
And I
cool.
feel like the worst would be train, man.
Oh, go. Oh, look, wait. Here what, eh? Sharp people. You know, I gonna download the Sharp app on my laptop. And ever since my laptop started move like real slow and thing. Sharp, eh? Sharp. Hate Sharp. Okay, the app given trouble as well, just like the calculator itself. Sharp, just unreliable in general. What you're gonna do, right, Kestrel? You're going to press second function x cube. And cube root should come up. And then you're gonna put 125 on that. Hey, look, Nikki, how was paper 3?
It
Okay,
was
sir.
really easy, really easy. But I sure I get a whole question wrong because I didn't know that one. But it's everything that we learned in class. It's really easy.
Okay, well, I wish any best for you, Nikki. I really am.
No, I saw my downfall is like I wasn't practicing and putting in the effort, but
That is it.
everything that we learned, it was there.
That is usually the case, eh? Lack of practice. And I'm guilty for that sometimes, you know. I'll tell you a little story. In one of my courses in UE, I get 25 out of 100. You know why? Because I noticed when the exam come on, I had to actually do the quad. And it was just repeats, eh? It would bring back the same questions. Could not do it. Didn't remember it. So unless you don't practice, you're not gonna remember it. And the next time I write the exam, I get 95. Because you know why? I practice. So I should probably practice. Yeah. So Kestrel, you're gonna press second function cube root.
Yeah, I got the 5.
Good. So n is equal to 5. Are you okay with let me know if are you okay with direct proportionality? Let me know. Are you okay with direct proportionality?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Cool. Let's move on to inverse proportionality. Yeah. Talk to me.
So you could go over the last weekend one more time, please.
No problem. So we had okay. Do you understand why I use the equation we came up with?
Yes, sir.
It's just the cube root part confused, yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we have p is equal to a half r cubed. We plugged in p as 62.5. Then we plugged in r as n. Cool. Now, do you like working with fractions?
No, sir.
No, fractions dirty. They had to go big. Fractions. We don't like no fractions. Right? So, if I have 1 divided by 2, right? If I have 1 divided by 2, what would I need to do to get rid of the fraction? What's the opposite of dividing by 2?
Multiplying by 2.
Yes, multiplying by 2. And whatever you do on one side, you need to do on the
Other side.
exactly. So I got 62.5 by 2, which is 125. And by multiplying a half by 2, it will cancel off. And so that would just leave me with n cubed. Say with up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we need to find for n. Right now, n is being raised to the power of 3. So you gotta ask yourself, what's the opposite of raising something to the power of 3?
Lowering. Then power 3.
Nah, cube roots. Okay, Hannah, that's you that talking, right? And this you that talking, Hannah?
Yes, sir.
Right, so Hannah, what's the opposite? Here, right, Hannah? If you had x squared is equal to 25, how do you solve that?
By finding the square roots.
Did you know the square root is just 2 roots? So question, if I had x cubed is equal to 125, what do you think I would do?
Find the Q.
That's all. So I think you understand it now. You feel like you understand it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay, cool. So let's move on to inverse proportionality quickly. We do real directly proportional questions. Good notes. Now is not the time to be playing up. Good notes. I really fed up on good notes here. Really, really am. Oh, inverse proportionality. So can somebody just tell me what the intuition behind inverse proportionality is? Somebody tell me the intuition behind it.
It's the opposite sense. So if one goes up, the other will go down.
Good. So when one quantity rises, the other what?
False.
Yeah. I just changed rise to increase. When one quantity increases, the other decreases. Could you guys tell me an example of an inversely proportional relationship in real life? So like, can anybody tell me something, two things that have like opposite relationships? Something in real life that
So
inversely.
like a seesaw.
Yeah, that's actually a good example.
Pulleys and gears.
Pulleys and gears. Okay, yeah, because with the gear ratio, the torque is going to, well, depending on how you configure it, but the torque would decrease, but the speed would increase. Yeah. Okay, anybody think of like a real simple example? Like it don't have to be about maths, it could just be like anything. You could tell me like sleep is inversely proportional to restlessness. I don't know.
I was gonna say boys laws.
Are you gonna tell me?
Boys laws.
Boyle's law is a good example. Yeah. Because when the pressure increases, the volume would what? So like if I apply pressure to something, what happens to the volume? Like squeezing it.
It will decrease inside the cylinder.
Exactly. So inverse proportionality, we know about that, right? And our physics example is Boyle's law. So Boyle's law deals with what two quantities? Boyle's law.
So it deals with pressure and volume. So
Right, deals with pressure and volume. People are not doing physics. Take this as an opportunity to see what physics is like. Physics is all about maths. Physics is real boss. I love physics too. So okay, somebody that not doing physics here. Serena, you do physics?
No, sir.
No. All right. Serena, let me just say you have tin foil in your hand, right? You know how some people is like tear off aluminum foil and roll it into a ball and make like a perfect sphere.
Yes, sir.
All right. The more pressure I apply to the sphere, okay, to the volume.
The volume would decrease.
So while I'm increasing the pressure, what happens to the volume?
It would decrease.
That makes sense, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So increase in pressure would result in a decrease in volume. Now, maths people, I don't really have to know this, right? Physics people, yeah. Do you guys know what an inverse proportional graph looks like?
I don't remember, but I know I've seen it.
All right. If two quantities are inversely proportional, this is generally how it will look. Does this ring any bell with physics people? Or they ever see this in their life?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Yeah, so this is an inversely proportional relationship. And if you are confused, let me explain. So like this could be a graph of pressure versus volume. Now, physics people, you guys will realize that you never say, this is what you just say, right? You just say that P is directly proportional to 1 over V. I'm not sure if I'll ever realize that. Physics people.
Yes, sir.
No,
But I didn't ask P1 equals to P2.
let me
It
cook,
seems
right?
like
Let me cook fast. So like watch this, right? Watch this real fast. That's how they come up with the formula for Boyle's law.
Okay.
Did you guys know that?
No.
No. What? Nah.
kind of.
See them in notes, but
It's,
I didn't really pay attention to it.
I see the calculation before, but I just pay attention to the ending too.
It's just maths, right? So I will go lead up to that, I will build up to that, I will build up to this. But understand something. If we're talking about pressure and volume just at face value, so Alexia, if we're talking about pressure and volume at face value, and if one go up, the other one will decrease.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're talking about pressure, and 1 over volume now, what about that story?
Both will go up.
Well, let me give you an example, right? So let me just say the pressure is 5 K. Let me just say the pressure is 5 and the volume is 1 over 5. Wait, take a second. I feel like I got a physics question. Let's show you this. Alexa, you do physics?
I used to, then I dropped out in a Form 4, beginner Form 5 to do POE.
POE?
Yeah. So I used to do physics and I dropped and do POE.
Okay.
But I love physics.
Look, let me show you what has happened, right? So when you increase the pressure, the volume will decrease. We know that. And so let me just say the pressure is 5. Let me just say. And let me just say the volume is 1. Right? Let me just say the pressure is 10. And now the volume is 1 over a half. What's 1 over a half? Somebody tell me, what's 1 over a half? 1 over a half. Can I hear anybody? But that would be 2. 1 over a half is 2.
It would be 2, sir.
Alright, let me just say about 20 now. Let me just say it into 1 over a quarter. That would be what? What's 1 over a quarter?
4, sir.
Oh,
So I hope I realize something. Pressure and volume, if we're comparing those two quantities, they are inversely proportional. Now, there isn't really a way, like, okay, you see how we have a proportional symbol? There isn't an inversely proportional symbol. So when you do an inverse proportionality, you'll see the same sign, but you'll see the reciprocal. And I'll explain why. So, Nikolai, and you understand that pressure and volume not proportional?
Yes, sir.
However, pressure and the inverse of volume, 1 over volume, that is proportional. So that's why when you learn it, you always write one quantity is proportional to 1 over the other quantity. So I'll explain it again. So Nikolai, pressure and volume, not proportional. But pressure and 1 over volume is what?
Proportional.
Exactly, and you saw the example, right? Let's just say the pressure is 5. pascals. 1 over 1. So when the pressure is 5, the volume is 1. When the pressure is 10, the volume would decrease in the denominator, and that would give you 2. We increase the pressure, and so the volume would have gotten smaller in the denominator, and so it turns to 4. So Nikolai, when you write pressure and you relate it to 1 over volume, and you see in here that when you increase the pressure, watch, we start off with pressure of 5, volume of 1, then a pressure of 10, volume of 2, pressure of 20, volume of 4. So when you write, when we look at pressure and 1 over volume, does that look proportional or inversely proportional?
Did you say 1 over volume?
1 over volume, yes.
Yes, sir.
Proportional, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And if you were to plot a graph of pressure versus 1 over volume, it'll actually be a linear graph. Yeah, it'll be a linear graph.
Yes, sir.
And so you would have seen me, write P is proportional to 1 over V. Now, guys, does everybody understand that P wouldn't be proportional to V? Do we understand that?
Yes, sir.
Kestrel, pressure and volume. Imagine you squeeze something and apply pressure. Would the volume increase or decrease?
Wait, will the volume increase or decrease?
Yeah, like, okay. Imagine, wait a 1 second. All right. Add this piece of paper, right? Add this piece of paper. I'm gonna apply pressure to it. Come to the volume. It get bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Right. So as pressure increases, the volume what?
Decreases.
You can show them. I don't want to see a baby duck. Watch. Random segue.
Wait, I can't hold it up.
Sir, did you take my dog?
Jumping, he gonna jump.
Sir, did you take my dog?
He going to jump away. Oh my god! Like he harassed me dog. Hey, grandma, don't do no. Come.
Take it here, you know.
Sir, yeah, but see the video with the dog when I get really and just smile quick.
Yes. He was like, Adam, Mom, Adam. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So, logically, Kestrel, would you ever in the face of Earth say that pressure is directly proportional to volume?
No.
No, but you could say that pressure is proportional to 1 over volume, because 1 over volume is the inverse of volume. You understand?
Yes.
So, Kestrel, this is illegal. This is very illegal. No, you cannot say this. You cannot say that. However, you could say that the pressure is proportional to 1 over V, because 1 over V will be the opposite of V. And so now they will be proportional. So why am I showing all of this? I'm showing you guys this so you guys can build up a sense of intuition as to how this works. So the steps are very similar. It's just that instead of saying it's proportional, you're going to write that it's proportional, but proportional to the reciprocal of the other quantity. You'll see what I mean. Here's an example. So, pressure varies indirectly to volume. So, Kestrel, am I going to say that pressure is proportional to volume?
No.
No, that's illegal. But I'm allowed to say that pressure is proportional to what over what?
1 over V.
Good. And then in the next line, I would say that P, I would have to introduce my constant of proportionality now. So I'll say P is equal to K over what?
V.
Question. If for some reason pressure was proportional to 2 over V, then what would this line look like? Would it be K over V or would it be 2K over V?
2K over V.
Good. So, physics people, are they understand this or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So look, if you want to derive Boyle's law, you're going to consider two different use cases, like the initial case and the final case. So initially, you'll have an initial pressure, you'll have an initial volume, and here's something, right? Yes, you'll be changing pressure and volume, but you will not be changing the constant of proportionality. The constant of proportionality is going to remain the same regardless of the condition. And so if you were to make K the subject of the formula here, how would you do that? So one of the physics people, tell me. What I do on both sides to make K the subject of the formula?
Divide. Well, no.
No?
Multiply by V1.
Yeah, so you'll cancel off now. And so K will be equal to P1 V1. And remind me, is K different for both of them or is K the same? Somebody tell me.
It would be the same.
Exactly. Yes, K is a constant of proportionality that never changes. And so if I consider a second condition, well, instead of writing P1, I'm just going to write P2. Instead of writing P1, I'm just going to write P2. And so I end up with P2 is equal to K over V2. Wow, I'm probably sounding like so much gibberish, eh? Sorry. But watch, this and this is essentially the same thing. And if you wanted to make K the subject of the formula, what would you have to do here? Somebody tell me.
By the V2. They
You wouldn't,
cancel out the. Huh?
you wouldn't divide by V2, you're going to multiply by V2.
No, same. Yeah, same multiplies the V.
Oh, okay. Once you say multiply, and so you're going to end up with K is equal to P2 V2. No, K is going to be the same regardless. And so here what I'm saying, right? Here what I'm saying. This is equal to K and this is also equal to K. So if both of them equal to the same thing, then I am allowed to just say P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. And that's how you derive Boyle's law, as well as all the other laws really. It's the same concept. You just find an initial condition, final condition, make K the subject of the formula, and make an equation linking it. That's most gas laws. Alright. So maths people, let me go over the general concept because I'll probably get fed up by the physics. Regular maths people. This is the whole concept here. So Hannah, you there?
Yes, sir.
Logically, right, Hannah? Could pressure and volume ever be directly proportional?
No, sir.
No. However, pressure and 1 over volume would be proportional. And this is the same concept for all inversely proportional relationships. You're right. You're right that one thing is proportional to the reciprocal of the other thing. And then you introduce a concept of proportionality. So I think we have it there. We could do a bunch of questions now because we would have done a bunch of normal questions. The only thing that's changing here is you're going to write one quantity is proportional to the reciprocal of the other one. So, Hannah, while you're unmuted, you want to help me with that question one time? I hear any excitement in your voice, boy. You sound very excited. Hannah, you sound very, very excited. I could sense it with the questions.
Yes, sir.
All right, so give the question a read for me.
Given that y varies inversely as x squared and that y equals 3 when x equals 2, calculate the value of y when x equals 3.
So here we're going to do, we're going to identify what two quantities they're talking about. Over here, they're talking about y and x squared. So we are going to say that y is proportional. Wait. Are we going to say y is proportional to x squared?
No, sir.
No, we're going to say y is proportional to what?
So 1 over x squared.
Right. Do you guys understand this? I can't say y is proportional to x squared. They are literally inversely related. So I need to write x squared as a reciprocal. So x squared just means x squared over 1. And if you're finding reciprocal of that, what would it be? Well, what is the reciprocal of x squared over 1?
1 over x squared.
Cool. What's your next step?
Then you substitute.
Nah. You need to make, okay, so this is a generalized statement. And so now you need to formulate an equation by introducing the constant of proportionality. So you'll say y is equal to k.
To t
over x.
Hannah, I'd have somebody else by you hearing like our voice.
No, sir, that wasn't nobody else here.
I think somebody else will answer at the same time.
Because I don't know, I feel like your background echoing. Probably hear myself. Yeah, so y is equal to k over x cubed. Cool. Do we know what k is?
X squared.
Oh, x squared, yeah. Not bad. Yes, surely, get to me. You see, I write in cube instead of squared.
I don't know how my name called up in this, but it's okay.
You remember when we was doing that question, and I think you had tell me squared instead of cube.
One time, one slip up.
I don't like roasting you or anything fit. It's more like
So roast yourself, right?
roast myself. Are you real mean boy? Wait, boy. Right, but let me continue. So y is equal to q over x squared. So now we need to find for key. To find for key, looking for a pair of information, right? That would satisfy the condition. So, Hannah, you seen any pieces of information here we could use to find for key?
So when that y is equal to 3 when x is equal to 2.
Good. And so x is equal to 2. And y is equal to 3. What am I going to do with that information?
Substitute.
So I'll say 3 is equal to key all over
2 squared.
So 3 will be equal to q over 4. Earlier, right now, k is being what? What was happening to k? Look at where k is. K is currently being what?
Divided.
Right. K is being divided by what?
By 4.
Right. And you want to cancel off this 4. So instead of dividing by 4, you could do on both sides. To cancel off the 4.
Multiply by 4.
Multiply by 4.
Good. Because the opposites are dividing by 4 is to multiply by 4. And if I do it on one side, I need to do it on the
other side.
Right. So I said 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is
12.
And then I'll say, well, we know for sure that the 4 and the 4 would cancel off over here, right? So it will just leave me with what?
Yes. K.
So, good. I know what K is. K is equal to 12. Could you tell me what my final relationship would be?
Will be y equals 12.
Over what?
12 over x squared.
Yep, 12 over x squared. Is everybody okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Guys, what's the only difference between this and the other questions we were doing? What's the only difference? There's only one difference. Could somebody tell me the difference?
The inversely proportional.
Yeah, so I just, instead of writing x squared, I write the inverse of x squared. The inverse of x squared is just 1 over x squared. Yeah. So when you're doing inversely proportional questions, you write 1 over the quantity, the reciprocal. All right, Hannah. Then they want us to calculate the value of y when x is what?
3.
So I'm going to put a little question mark by y. We don't know what y is, but we do know that x is what?
3.
Good. And what equation am I going to use to correlate y and x?
Y equals 12 over x squared.
I don't know what y is. I'll leave that blank. However, I do know that x is what? X is what?
3. So it'll be 3 squared.
Cool. And so 12 over 9. What's 12 over 9? What's 12 over 9?
4 over 3.
Yeah, 4 over 3. So if anybody confused, 3 squared is 3 by 3, right? So that's 9. What number could go into 12 and 9? Well, 3 could go into 12 4 times, and 3 could go into 9 3 times. So y is equal to 4 over 3. And that's my answer. So now I'm going to give you all a question to attempt by yourself. And I'm giving you guys exactly 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes is like too short.
Right? Yes.
Okay, like what's a reasonable amount of time? Like 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys, I want you all to attempt this question. Starting now. Go.
I can just say my answers in also.
Okay, son. By the way, Nikolai is our son. I tell him, Nikolai, I tell him Mrs. Math vibes that he's my son. Is Romano in class, by chance? I don't see Romano in class.
No, sir.
Very, very naughty. I tell you, that's really Tivon's child, not mine. Tivon. Yeah. Tivon, Tivon can be studious when you're ready, but sometimes he'd be slacking, like to sleep too much. So, I see the correlation.
So I don't know if you could see the writing because he write a little too light. I'll trace it over if necessary.
Let me see. What? My phone isn't blowing up. Nikolai, let me see what you do here.
Oh my God, could they hear me?
Yeah, they're hearing you.
Guys.
Oh, look, Ria over here. The one that you say is your favorite.
Yeah, she's my favorite. She's always on time.
Ria, you hear that?
Thank you.
That's why she's my favorite.
Thank you.
Favorite girl. Love it so much.
For once, I'm not the forgotten child.
No, I always remember your name. You just pay on.
Lisa, you must listen to Mrs. Mad Vibes.
You just pay on time every month. I know how to be like knocking on your name to see who didn't pay.
Thank you.
Mrs. Math, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, so Nikolai, your first line correct, your second line correct. Then you use the condition there. Yeah, you say, yeah, Nikolai, it's looking good. It's looking good, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
You should
Yes, sir.
see, I'll send you mine too.
Okay, let me check. Yeah, good job, Kevin. Good job, Sheena.
Thank you, sir.
Bria.
Yes, sir. That's only like part of it.
You're going good so far, though. You're going good so far. You didn't make a mistake yet.
Okay.
Oh, you know, I see our Scarlet Vibe yesterday. In
Well,
the watch.
Where's
I show you. Right by me outside the road in a river. Yeah.
Which Nikolai is that?
Nikolai? This is Nikolai McClure.
And when you get why remember not in class?
repeat, sir.
No, Mrs. Math Vibes wanted to know which Nikolai you are. See, now there's two Nikolais. There's Nikolai Mirage and there's Nikolai McClure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me see what Kaylee do. You know, Kaylee is one of the OG students as well. She there from the lives, the days of the lives. Big up Kaylee one time. Kaylee is goated for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
If the financial situation looking alright, I want to carry my Form 5 class out. Yeah. I'm not realizing I'm in Form 5. But Form 5 people, all they might get to go out and that might be my treat. But like Nikolai, where would you want to
Yes,
go?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Christian, I will be eating actual food and not no people and thing. You know what I mean?
All right, sir. All right.
Hey Nikolai, and you remember what Christian told us?
Yes, you revealed his
Sir,
powers,
that
sir.
was Sora AI. That was not real, sir.
Sure.
Pretty sure it was real. You know.
That was Sora AI. Oh, they have zero proof that happened.
I have recording.
I was not gonna say that. You have the
Oh
recordings.
yeah. Still, it's AI as an AI segment.
Boy, be so for you. Alright. You know it was going? Wait there. Asif did it.
So,
Good job. You get it.
so.
Big up yourself. Sachin, big up yourself. You get it, Sachin. Don't know. Alright. Wait, boy. Sienna, big up your whole self. You got through as well. Yeah. Vani, big up yourself. You get through. I think everybody gets through. Wow. I'm really impressed. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to give you all two more questions before we go. I want you guys to try this question for me. But it was okay, let me just answer that question quickly. So the answer will
So
be
I could help you do the question
sure, no problem.
because I kind of get a little stuck in the second part. Not like I don't know what to do, but I think I got mixed up with my working.
Yeah, no problem. I hope it's all this and many questions in on a Sora AI. You know what I mean? Like Christian. Christian, I waiting to see what you do, you know. Christian, I waiting to get the answer from you. I waiting. Christian, are you getting through the
Doris.
question? Oh no.
Yes, sir, Doris. I'll send it in a second, sir. My phone just needs to charge for a second. It died.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse sir, is that a new AI I just heard about?
Yeah. Waiting. Shayna, I surprise people know though. Justin. Big up Justin. Tell them watch the video I'll do. Should probably do that.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, let me send a voice note to send him. Wait till you send this in. Justin boy. Go watch all the video and good luck. Yeah, send that to him. He'll be so confused.
Yes.
Christian. Christian. I'm waiting. You know what? Here what, right, Ria? Christian got know the question and I'll explain it back to you. Christian, what's the first thing I'm gonna do? Christian. Christianness. Christian staying silent now. Hey boy. Christian, I'll call your mother, you know. I'm call your mother. Send a voice note. Hi, good night. I'm not hearing Christian in class. I really need him to do a question, but I'm not sure if he's staying quiet or if the mic is giving trouble. You'll find out for me. Thank you. Okay. So, I'm not hearing Christian, so Ria, go ahead. Ria? Is it that you guys just not hearing me?
Sorry, sir, I was stuffing my face. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I am hearing you, sir.
Alright.
Okay, so first we gotta find. Okay, you know what? I'll just tell you what I have on my book.
No. You explain to me like I was a student. Ria, close that book and explain it to me.
Sir, okay, I will do my best. Okay, so first we gotta.
Put on the camera and explain it to me. I'm gonna put my camera too.
Sorry, I can't do that. I will close my book. My book, it's closed. Look, here, closed. I could pass it away if you want.
I don't want to pass
Excuse
away.
sir. Excuse
Okay, I'm
sir.
not gonna pass away my book, but the book is closed.
Excuse sir. She could be saying all of that, and as soon as she talks, she open back up the book in a second.
Favorite child. I don't really want to hear you right now. Okay, just rest, mana. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to find
What is it?
okay, it says y varies inversely as x.
Here what? I'm gonna underline that and I'm gonna start writing. So what's the first thing I'm gonna write?
Y equals to
Wait, before I do that, I'm gonna say y is proportional to
y proportional to 1 over x.
yeah.
Right, and in the next line, okay. In the next line, y is equals to oh my word.
Yeah, you're fine.
K over x.
K over x, yes.
I don't know why I take too long to say
It's
that.
fine. It's fine. And so you typically always find for K, right? But to find for K, you need a ordered pair, you need a solid piece of information.
Mm-hmm. So,
So
we're
like,
gonna
what are we gonna use?
take the 2 and the 8 from the table
Why should I not use 32A?
because we don't know what A is for y.
Exactly, right? We don't know what A
Right.
is. What's A? I don't know what
A
A is.
is A. A is for apple. That's all we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So x is 2.
So x is equals to 2, y is equals to 8. Right? And in the next line, we're going to write 8 equals to k over 8. No, k over 2. Sorry.
Right. So I am trying to find the k. Right now, k is being divided by 2. So we need,
So we're multiplying everybody by 2.
you take a multiply by 2, you take a multiply by, everybody take a multiply.
Everybody. So 16 equals to k, or k equals to 16 over x.
Wait. You'd say y.
Y is equal to 16 over x.
So this is my relationship between y and x.
Yes.
Good. Are you
Yes.
okay. Oh, I'll sleep tonight. I'll be legendary, bro. But this is preparation. By the way, I'll come on support me sometime during the holiday. I'm going to do 48 hours a month. I'm gonna get
I will be there soon.
pick up. I'm gonna get in contact with the Guinness World Record and see if I can organize something. Right? 48 hours. Come on support now.
So we name coming on the block too, or
Yeah, I'll be like the students help
yeah,
Mark.
we do.
Yeah. Right. So y is equal to 16 over x. And now they want us to find the other, they want us to find for y essentially. It's telling us y is equal to a. We don't know what a is. So over here in this ordered pair, x is 32 and y is a.
Y is equals to a, right?
Right.
And now we're going to write the equation that brings them together, which is y equals 16 over x.
Right. But instead of us using y and x, we need to substitute with what they're telling us it is. So we'll have to substitute. And so y is what? What we know y is.
A
And what is x?
equals to 16 over 32. I rolled out.
That's it. That's literally it.
I rolled out. So I want crash out.
Math's simple, eh?
But I never had my crash out before. I want crash out.
Math's so simple out there. Like, it is just a little complicated, but real simple.
So I literally get up to the y equals 16 over x part, and I was like, what now?
Well, now, you look at the information given, and you plug it in. That's all.
Okay, thank you, sir. I understand now.
No problem. Let me give you one more question, huh? And we'll call it a night. We're done with proportionality.
Can I answer the next question, sir? Sorry, I wasn't answering earlier, sir. I was in the bathroom.
What? All right. Yeah, I'll let you do it, right? But in the meantime, I'm gonna give all you 4 minutes. I started to see that all you can do this question real fast. So 4 minutes time, you all should be done with this question. Go. Go.
So I'm gonna say it now.
Good.
Actually, I make a mistake. Let me just fix that one time.
Mm. The Russia and Salman answer that wrong, eh? Take your time and tell me the correct answer.
Yes, sir. I gotta send it now.
Let me listen to what Christian mom had to say later. Yeah, let me see what I come up with. I only got an answer from Nikolai. With no look, Nikolai is my answer. Let me see where you here, Nikolai.
So it's a nice as well.
I will check it just now. Yeah, Nikolai. Good.
My mistake is that in the first line when I was supposed to find for R, I put S was equals to 2R instead of S is equals to 2 in brackets R plus 1.
Oh, like that's one of the most common mistakes people make. The most common. But Shina, that's good. Big up yourself, Shina. Yes, Amir. That's good. I like it what I'm seeing, boy. Like all you know actually know all you're doing. Love that. Next class we're gonna move to start geometry. Right? So we're gonna be looking at equal geometry.
So I'll send my first part for you.
Alright, Ria, let me see where you do.
So I sent mine also too.
Ria, that's correct.
It's not correct?
I say it correct. I say
Oh,
it.
okay.
You're
Okay,
good,
okay.
so Kevin. Kevin, I see in real scratching there, but I feel like I'm looking at Lotto Day. But that's
Yes,
scratch.
yes.
And I'm dissing you in there, just making jokes. But
Yeah, totally.
uh well you get the correct answer for key. You're working a bit wonky, but you get the correct answer for key. Um and you just had to continue if you want to find for R. You had to find for R. So you have 20 is equal to 2 by R plus 1. You had to find for R. Vanessa, pick up your whole self, Vanessa. One thing, no, Vanessa. One thing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the bracket here. Welcome to the bracket here. Talk
For
to
shucks. So Vani helped her to her, so yeah.
Pick up Vani one time. Vani, pick up yourself.
Yes, sir, yes. Thanks, thanks.
Vani, we were into some problems here, you know. Vani, make a mistake. You ever hear,
Yes, that's
Vani, you ever hear the saying, task failed successfully?
Yeah.
That's what happened. I mean, there's one mistake you make. Waiter, I'll make sure. Waiter, so yeah, we gotta make some corrections there. Gotta make some corrections. So like I'm gonna explain something, right? So you forget one thing. You work everything correct, you know, but you just forget one thing. Way brackets.
Oh,
So
shucks.
but you work the question as if you had brackets, but you didn't show me that I had brackets. So you are supposed to put a bracket to enclose the r plus 1, to enclose the 3 plus 1, so on and so forth.
Okay, thank you.
I find everybody getting through. Are they using AI or something? I mean, it's good that you're getting through, but like it kind of alarmingly good.
so how can
Excuse
you
me,
doubt
sir.
our abilities to I feel very this so
Wait, take Kevin, yeah, you get the correct value for R. Good job. But
Sir, you could do the working, please.
no, you getting through or not?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. We'll run through the question. I'll make sure you understand.
In case you can't, the adopted son is here.
That was a good join. That was a good save. That was a good save. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Oh, Mrs. Math Vibes is here. She wants to say hello, but she's not here right now. She's not in the room right now, but she's here. Romano, are ready for them tomorrow, you know? At least you upgrade my Wi-Fi, auntie.
Yes.
Wait. I have like it directly in my room now. And again, 300 megabytes per second
Hey, that's real good.
with like 6 milliseconds of ping. Badness. We're outside. All right. Yes, yeah, now looking good. There's one. See, I feel like you definitely didn't follow like the standard way to do it. But I mean, nothing in it was wrong. It's not mathematically wrong. It just didn't follow like the specific procedure, which is fine. I'll give you correct in the exam.
Okay, sir. So I could show how you just do it.
Right, so Sienna. Right, so here what? Sienna, Kaylee, and Hannah are all to come to the front. Let we tackle this question together as a team. So it's like, you know, like the three Powerpuff Girls and like the scientists is where they come like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so okay. Hannah, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you in the scale?
Concerning the question,
Yeah.
like 5.
Okay. Kaylee, what about you? Because Kaylee, like, okay. Kaylee, from where you're suddenly here, you get through, you know, Kaylee, you got through. You just like didn't write the general equation.
So I was doing the wrong thing at first, and then I saw time was running out. Because I didn't read the question properly, so
Well, but Kaylee, you got through. You did get through the question. So, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how you feeling?
like a 7.5.
Okay. And Sienna, how you feeling with regards to the question?
like a 8 or a 9. Because I understand what to do. I just, yeah.
Okay, well, Hannah, we gotta run this together then. So Hannah, the first thing we're gonna underline is the directly part. So S varies directly as R plus 1. So what does that mean, Hannah? What does that mean?
It will be S varies directly to 1 over R plus 1.
Whoa, no. It says varies directly. If it varies directly, then it's directly proportional. Yeah. You only put the 1 over that if it's inversely proportional. But over here, it's directly proportional. Like, watch. So, all the other questions that I do before, watch. P varies directly as R cubed, right? P proportional to R cubed. So if it's a directly proportional relationship, you don't have to write it as the reciprocal.
Oh, yes, I read the question wrong.
That's why I was having trouble.
Yes.
All right, well, let me continue, right? So S is proportional to R plus 1 in brackets, Vanny. Brackets. I'm calling you out. Brackets. Right, Vanny? I mean, you work the question like if it did have brackets, but still put your brackets. Right, Vanny?
Yes, sir. I'll try not to make that mistake again.
Good. Wait, Vanny, you know Vanessa?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's friends.
Well, we was in same class from form
Funny,
1.
don't
She's still
lie.
there.
So they're like,
Funny, we are friends.
Yes, we friends. I just telling them, you know.
nah,
Yeah,
that didn't sound like friends, boy. That didn't sound like friends, boy. Like I asked
I'm
Vanny
in
if
class right now, so you know it's very tough. But when I see
Is it a setup?
just she's my friend, guys. Relax.
yeah, she's my friend, guys.
okay, mutual agreement, that's fine. So Hannah, S is proportional to R plus 1. What is the next step going to look like?
S equals K brackets R plus 1.
Good. Now you could expand the brackets, but I don't really recommend it. Leave it like this. I feel Nikolai was gonna ask me about expanding brackets.
No, sir, I can tell you something, but after when you finish with the two of them, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so Hannah, so what we need to solve for over here now? Or what do we need to solve for?
The K.
Yeah, what does K stand for? K, what
The
does K
constant.
the constant of proportionality, right? To find for K, we need like a ordered pair. We need an ordered pair, right? So a ordered pair is just like a numerical value for X and a numerical value for Y. It doesn't have to be numerical, but you had to, okay, Hannah, you can't really figure out anything with a letter, right? So you need to use a given piece of information that gives you numerical data. So like S is equal to 8 and R is equal to 3.
Yes.
So I know S is equal to 8 and I know that R is equal to 3. And so S is 8. Where's K?
K.
Where's R?
3 plus 1.
That's a TV in the background playing real loud, boy.
Yes, I agree.
You should tell them to lower down. Or they're stubborn. Yeah. Because I know like when I was growing up, like keep telling them lower down the volume and come in one ears, come through the other.
Yes, sir.
It's like, gosh, man, you're trying to do things. We're trying to find for K, right? Right now, K is being multiplied by 4. So you need to do the opposite to get rid of the multiply by 4. So we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. And so K is equal to what?
2.
Right, K is equal to 2. Bam. So you need to write your final equation now. So what would the final equation look like?
S is equal to 2 brackets R plus 1.
Yeah. Does it? No. A capital S, eh? Just pointing that. putting out there is capital S, not common S. All right, so this is the master equation we came up with. Now they want us to do what? What do we need to figure out, Hannah?
Find R when S is equal to 20.
All right, so I'm gonna put a question mark by R. We don't know what R is. Well, we know that S is 20, so I'll say S is 20. So, what equation am I gonna use here?
S is equal to 2 brackets R plus 1.
S is 20. I don't know what R is. So there are two ways you could work this out. You could expand brackets, or you could divide throughout by 2. Hannah, what would you have done? Expand the brackets and solve for R, or just divide throughout by 2?
Divide throughout by 2.
Okay. If I divide throughout by 2, Kelly, you there? Think Kelly leave already.
Yes, sir. No, I hear mommy, she just messaged me and she said because she was telling me that I have to leave now. So I have to go because I have to get a few things.
Okay, no problem. You have a blessed night. This is the end anyway. This is the last thing.
Okay, thank you. You too, sir. Bye.
Bye bye. And you get R plus 1. And so we're trying to find for R. If you're trying to find for the unknown, you need the unknown to be the only thing on whichever side you decide. So like let me just say we want R to be the only thing over there. If I want R to be the only thing over there, what I need to do? I have R and I have plus 1. What should I do?
Take away the 1.
Yeah, I had to take away 1 on both sides. Or some people are just to move across. So that's going to be 10 minus 1 is equal to R. So R is equal to what?
9.
9. Good. Olia, we okay with proportionality and variations?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
Nicola,
sir.
you had a question?
Nah, he figured it out, sir.
Okay. What's the question?
Romano did not know what was going on. Like, he didn't remember about the topic. So I was going to tell you if you could just go by it for him now, sir.
I mean, he could still go over it, but nah. Like, I figured it out, but just in case, nah.
All right. Let's do a simple example. So, this is not a simple example. You know what, Romano? I tried into the pizza hell one time. By artist.
Well,
You know what? I like this working here, so I just add page after duplicate. All right, so Romano, get this question. Are you sure?
the mass M of a substance is directly proportional to its volume V.
Let me stop.
If
Let me stop one time. Let me underline that. Underline that one time. Don't stick. So what two things are directly proportional?
The mass and the volume.
So what's the first line I'm gonna write?
Uh, oh.
Nah, we're Romano to answer it. So Romano, what you would do is you'd put a proportional sign, and M is proportional to what?
V.
Right, so M is proportional to V. Next step, you're going to replace the proportional sign with an equal, and they're going to introduce the constant of proportionality K. So what would the next line look like?
24.
Nah, not yet. The next line, I'm going to write an equation in terms of M and V, and I'm going to introduce K. So I'll say M is equal to what?
M is equal to K times V.
Yeah, KB. Right? And your next step is typically to find for key. Now, to find for key, you're looking for a given piece of information. So, are you seeing any like given pieces of information? Like, are they telling us anything in the question?
Well, the mass is 24 grams.
Right. The mass is 24 grams when the volume is
8 centimeters cubed.
right. So they're telling us that M is equal to what?
K times 8 centimeters cubed.
Wait, it's telling us M is 24, and they're telling us that V is what?
V is 8. Sorry.
Right. So in the next line, I'm gonna actually, you tell me what the next line would look like.
24 equals K times 8.
Yep. We're finding for in our equation.
K
Finding for K. So I gotta do what on both sides?
divide by 8.
So K would be equal to what?
3.
So in your last step is to write a complete equation. So remember, we had come up with our equation over here, but what were we missing?
We was missing the value of K.
Exactly. So now that we have the value for K, we can write the complete equation. Right? By the way, guys, did I stick at all any time today in class, or like while I was here, I'm like, fine.
So we were saying your grade, so
Yeah, we were saying you're fine.
Good. That's good. Nice. So K is equal to 3. So Romano, what's the final equation there?
M equals to 3V.
Right. So the mass is just how much times the volume here.
3 times volume.
Exactly. So in part 1, we just answered that question, right? Nikolai, I was saying Nikolai, Romano. We just answered part 1. What were they asking us in part 1?
Find the equation connecting M and V.
All right, so Romano, run through the general process with me. What how to do?
Like run through what we just do.
Run through the whole thing. Explain how I do this, and why. Okay, explain how you would answer question 1. This is question 1. Explain to me. Explain to me what happened in there.
Well, the question mentioned that M is directly proportional to its volume, so we have to put a proportional sign. M is proportional to V. And we changing the proportional sign to equal sign. I don't understand why we change it to equal sign.
All right. If I tell you that, okay, you know what proportional means? All right. Proportional means that when one thing goes up, the other one would also go up. So, like, let me give you an example. It's a good example, right? A good example is probably pressure and temperature. Think of like a pressure cooker, right? You know, it's a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
As the temperature goes up, what happens to the pressure inside?
It goes up.
Right. Physics people, what law is that? Pressure and temperature.
Go up.
Physics people. Don't worry, physics people. Which gas law is that? Is that Boyle's law, Charles' law, or Gay-Lussac's law, which is the pressure law?
Repeat.
Sedana ball also.
Wait, which one? Which one is that? Pressure and temperature.
Isn't that pressure law?
Yeah, that's pressure law. The proper name for it is Gay-Lussac's name. Like, okay, the guy that came up with it was his name was Gay-Lussac. So you know how it have Charles' law? The proper way to say it is really Gay-Lussac's law.
Gay or Gale?
Gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christian, what going on, mate?
No, Christian, no.
Christian just want to make me something controversial or like make react on a certain
No,
kind.
sir. Sir, are this gay or Gale?
It's gay, Lusak.
Google search it. Search it up on your tell.
Yeah, really trying to tie out this.
So Gale Lusak or Gay Lusak?
I done. He's just trying to rage bait. He's just trying to rage bait at this point. How we trying to do? Watch.
Oh, okay. So it's Gay Lusak. Okay.
Christian, I see you.
Why was it? Why was it?
Christian, use something else, yes. Just making this public, I don't discriminate against anybody. Right? If Christian trying to infer anything about no, I don't one love, guys. I
Yes, sir.
respect
One
it.
love, sir. One love, one love, one love.
But yeah, so Romano, and you understand that pressure and temperature directly proportional. Because when one goes up, the other one goes up. But
Yeah.
do I know by how much?
No.
Romano, if I just tell you they're proportional, is that a general statement or like a specific statement?
Is that a general statement?
You know how much you're going up by?
No.
No. But that's why I put it equal to kx. Because if you know what k is,
Oh,
you'll actually know what it's going up by. You'll actually
okay.
quantify it. Watch. Watch. Remember at the end I asked you mass is just how much times volume? Well, now you know that mass is just 3 times the volume. Yeah.
Right, okay. All right.
We just put equal to kV as a placeholder. K is just a placeholder for the actual value. And trying to find the actual value. Because this is a general
Alright.
statement, but we want to come up with a specific statement. All right. So we answered part 1. Part 2. What does part 2 say?
Find the mass when the volume is 15 centimeters.
So I'm gonna put a question mark by mass, and I'm gonna write what the volume is. What's the volume?
15 centimeters. 15.
Yeah. It's not physics class. The units is not the most important thing here. Right? But I hope I'm showing the math people how physics is. Physics real cool. Yeah. So Romano, is there any equation linking M and V together?
Yeah.
Which equation linking M and V together?
M equals T times V.
That's only specific one I'm going to use. Because
M equals 3 times V.
right. And I'm trying to find for M, right? When V is 15. So we think I should write in the next line.
M equals 3 times 15.
Yeah.
So M will be equal to 45
Right, 45 grams.
grams.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
I was to say I have to leave now.
Yeah, you can leave now. I just explained this to Romano. I can leave now.
Okay, sir, bye.
Alright. Right, 3. Find the volume when the mass 60 grams. So in the third part, they want me to find the volume. I'm gonna put a question mark there. And they're saying when the mass is 60 grams. So mass is 60.
Right.
So again, Romano, which equation am I going to use?
M equals 3 times V.
And do we know what M is?
M is 60.
Do I know what V is?
No.
So I need to find for V. I have 3 multiplied by V. So I'm trying to find for V. What to do to get rid of that 3?
We divide in 3 by both sides. Then 1 is equal to 20. Yeah. centimeters cubed.
Right, that's the whole gist of these types of questions. You good?
Yeah.
If you look at another question, you go see the same thing. Watch. M varies directly as v squared, so I'll say m is proportional to v squared. And my next line, I'll put m is equal to kv squared, right? They had told me m is 2 and v is 3, so I'll say m is 2, v is 3. I plug that in, and I find for k. Then I write my final equation. Yeah?
Yeah.
Then they're asking us to find the value of m when v is 6. So I put a question mark by m, and I know v is 6. I plug that in into the master equation, and I get my answer m is 8. It's the same process.
Yeah.
Now, directly proportional, I mean, what's saying? Inversely proportional, there's only one difference. And so with inverse proportionality, you'll have to write, you'll have to use the reciprocal. Let me give you an example, right? Pressure and volume. So like, let me explore the relationship between pressure and volume. Go and sacrifice a piece of paper. Right, so Romano, the more pressure I apply to this paper, the more pressure I'm applying pressure, right? Up and into the
Right.
volume. Up and into the volume.
It decreasing.
Right, so when pressure going up, the volume going down.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's illegal for me to say that pressure is proportional to V. That's illegal. Can't say that. However,
Right.
I could say that pressure is proportional to 1 over V, which is the inverse of volume, which is 1 over V.
Right.
Because 1 over V comes on the opposite of V now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the whole gist of inverse proportionality. Instead of you saying one is proportional to the other, you're saying that one thing is proportional to the reciprocal of the other. So let's look at some more examples. So watch. Y varies inversely as x squared. So, Romano, am I going to write y is proportional to x squared?
No.
What am I going to write?
Y is proportional to 1 over x squared.
Right, and the next line I'm going to write y is equal to what?
Is equal to k times 1 over x squared.
Right, which I could just write as k over x squared.
Yeah.
And so from here, I have to solve for what?
K.
You have to solve for k. So you're looking for a piece of information. Once you have that information, you plug it in, you find for k. Once you have the final equation, you can really answer any question they ask. That's the whole gist of it. Yeah, finish
Yeah,
it.
that's not bad.
Look, Romano over here.
Hi, Romano.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good.
I like it. Maybe it doesn't sound like cheese.
Yeah, she said she like your name because your name is sound like cheese.
Yeah.
She's a chef, wasn't she? See, she's
I
a
wonder
chef.
why.
What? That's why your parents name you?
No, actually, no.
Devon name him that.
What?
Devon name him that.
Why Devon name him that?
I don't know. Why Devon not taking care of him? That's the question.
That's
Someone's still looking for milk, boy. Wait.
a child. We can name him Ronaldo, and if we have a girl, we can name them Brie. So there'll be 2 cheeses.
I would have said something about 2 pieces and a half one.
No,
But
whenever you take a picture and it say cheese, you'll just think about it.
Oh my God! Yes. No, the picture will.
Sir, I can ask a question.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the most exotic piece of meat that you ever cook?
How to be this one? Hannibal Lecter. That's Hannibal Lecter right here. Why you asking?
Yeah.
Why you want to ask the most exotic meat you cook? In the last class, he was talking about eating people. Crying out loud.
Oh my God! I saw those like conversations with my coworkers. Love those questions. But just like a regular tenderloin, probably like a filet mignon, like in terms of beef, or like a tenderloin from pork, nothing crazy yet.
Okay.
You're looking frightened on the side there.
Yes, sir, yes.
Yeah.
You don't eat beef or pork, so he losing out, especially on the beef part. But what
Well,
I
I
is
don't like beef. I don't like beef or steak either. So
damn. I heard pork is like really similar to human meat, so you could probably
If
try.
parents listen to this, they will literally ask, what is man teaching them?
But you
And the
could,
parents will
you
be
could
so
look up
concerned.
Binging on Babish, the Hannibal episode. No, that's a good episode, and that was interesting.
okay,
But,
bet. I
General
definitely will be doing that.
but after your exam, after you get a distinction, thanks.
I scared to sleep on the bed tonight. Like,
So, yeah.
what a part
So
of
probably, so
what
probably
is
thinking, this is the end.
This is the boy.
Anyways, peace and love, guys. Later, mass vibes to the world. Well, take care. Have a good night. See you later tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Same to you. One love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
For 6+ hours.
Oh my god.
Later, guys.
6+ hours, and it was about to be 7, so it was almost 6 to 7 hours.
No.
Get
It's
out.
always ending.
No.
No, get out. Go and eat
Get
somebody.
lost.